Hey guys, welcome back to the bunker. My name is Andrew. I will be your host this evening for this awesome episode of Wild Color Wednesday. You guys don't want to miss this one. It's going to be a good one. Let's give a quick shout out to tonight's sponsor, Ridgetop Engineering and Surveying. They're out of Colorado. Mike Beach reached out to me a little bit ago, probably 2 weeks ago, was interested in doing some youth giveaways. So thank you, Mike, for sponsoring this episode and a couple others coming here real soon for our youth giveaway, youth-focused episode. So thank you, Mike, so much. Appreciate it. And thank you, Ridgetop Engineering and Surveying. Appreciate you guys so much. Let me get back up to, okay, what we're actually going to do tonight. Hey, Mr. Powell, how you doing, sir? Rise and shine. It is fishing time. Let's get officially started. Hopefully you guys have a nice ice-cold beverage. Thanks for tuning in. Who else is online so far? Looks like we got a few folks watching. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Always like to see where our fans are across this awesome globe of ours. Oh, my screen froze. You guys got me? Audio's good? Just want to make sure we got a good deal. Hey, Mr. Beach. Yes, thank you, sir. So cheers. Thank you so much. For the giveaway stuff, well, there'll be details later, but it'll basically be the baits we're going to make tonight as part of the giveaway, and then the choice between a hat, a shirt, and a mug. I've got some mugs we can throw in there too. So we'll let the winners choose whatever that is, but that official post will come out on Friday. But either way, cheers tonight, folks. Appreciate y'all being here. Hey, what's up, Paul? What's up, Scotty? Mr. Waller in the house. Fishing with Funk. What's up? Good deal. Okay, so we got quite a few folks online. Let me turn this so I can actually read what I'm going on. All right, so tonight what we're going to do, I've always kind of wanted to do this color, and I've never really done it, really because it looked like a bunch of just stuff thrown in there together. But if you guys are familiar with Tilapia Magic, this is what we're going to do tonight as part of the youth giveaway color tonight. So we're going to give a stab at some variation of this. I've looked very close at the picture here, and there is, well, I'll just show you the list of colors that we're going to throw in there. So there's black flake, there's blue flake, there's purple flake, there's silver flake, there's this burnt orange, and then finally a goldish color. All of those go into the Tilapia Magic makeup. So should be a good color tonight. Hey, what's up, Julie? Yeah, only a mile away. That's it. Not a creeper, promise. That's okay. South side of the tracks got to stick together, Julie. We got you. No worries. All right, let's go ahead and get officially started. As you will see when I switch to the other camera here, I have got 4 cups of hot plastic ready to go, sitting there at a decent temperature. The base for this color tonight is going to be kind of a green pumpkin base. We're going to use a combination of Lure Works, regular old 109 green pumpkin, like old school, and then this is a dark watermelon from a company called MF. My label has fallen off, as you can see. This is a dark watermelon color. So between these two will be a nice base. What I like about this dark watermelon from MF is it is a very transparent green pumpkin. Gives it a nice dark, man, almost, I don't even know what you call that, like a dark olive kind of hue to it before we get too deep. And I want to show you guys, kind of that, almost like a motor oil, like a new motor oil. Hey, Mr. Callahan, how you doing, Brian? Good to see you. Hey, Connor, what's up? Hey, thanks for tagging folks in the comments, guys. Appreciate that. Try to get a few more viewers over here. Definitely appreciate your efforts. We're going to do a little bit more of that. I don't think that's quite enough. With this Tilapia Magic color, we kind of want the body to be pretty opaque, like you don't want to be able to see all the way through it. But the tail sections, you do want to see light kind of shine through there. So we're going to be careful not to overpower this. I think that's a decent base to start. Here goes the Lure Works Green Pumpkin 109. This is probably the equivalent of about 40 drops right there, 45-ish, if we're measuring with micro measurements. What's up, Tree Fork? Good deal. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Okay, we're getting there. We're real close. We need a little bit more of this green pumpkin. Then we're going to take a dab of this and throw it on the countertop here and see what we got. Man, we're getting there. Let's see what we got here. I think we need a little bit more. I'm being hesitant. I don't want to overdo it and ruin kind of what we got going on. Okay, that should be a pretty good base. Let's go ahead and start adding all our flake colors of the rainbow here. I'm cheating. I'm looking on my phone at a picture here, kind of zoomed in. So we've got large black, quite a bit of it. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, large blue. So black and blue seem to be the only two large flakes for this. So there goes this large blue. This large size is a 0.040. For any of you bait makers out that are interested in this recipe this evening. Now we're going to add some real small. This is some 0.15 grape. Let's see if it'll... Is that backwards for you guys? Hold on. The camera is backwards. Give me 1 second, folks. How can I fix this? I think I can get it here. There we go. Jeez, that's better. All right. Hey, Mike, what's up? Michael Valenzuela. First time hanging out with you. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. First time viewer. What was that? Long time listener, first time caller kind of thing. Hey, Mr. Denny. How's it going, Rick? Okay, this is a 0.015 grape. Quite a bit of that. Boy, we are just going to go nuts here. Now, there's not as much of this orange. We're going to go a little bit later on the burnt orange. Silver is kind of heavy. Let's say a medium. So we'll get some of that. Man, we need a picture of this color. And some gold. Okay. I think I am going to cheat. We're gonna steal a picture of this before we mix all this up. This is how cool it looks. Okay, here we go. You guys will see this on social media here on Friday. There we go. All right. Let me get my phone back up there so I'll show you guys what we just did there. There you go. Check out the rainbow flakes. Quite the assortment. Go to Mike in the house. What's up, Dave? There we go. We're going to mix it all in. This is the fun part for me. I get to just mix it all in here and see what comes out. Oh, man. We might have got lucky. Might have to add a little bit more blue. Oh, there it is. The blue is hiding before I mixed it here. No way. What? No way. You guys seen that guy? Some of the tips he does, like the auto tips, some of those actually pay off. All right, we're going to put some here on the desktop. Take a look. I think we need to go just a little bit thicker on the green, if I'm being honest. Hey, what's up, Teresa? What's up, Joe? That is a lot of sparkles. You are right, sir. Mayor McLean limited edition, Ricky says. Diving right into the politics. Yeah, we're going to do just a little bit more of the green pumpkin. Not a lot, just a little bit, and I think we're there. Okay, let's shoot it. What I'm going to do is throw this in the microwave for another 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll be ready to go in the first round of tonight's Wild Color Wednesday Tilapia Magic Color, geared towards the youth giveaway. Hey, what's up, Frank? Frank, you ended up finding any fish the other day? I ran into Frank over at Oahe on Monday. When I talked to Frank on the water, I had not caught hardly anything. But by the afternoon, Frank, I found a couple of good ones. Yeah, so much glitter, Dave says. So what I'm going to do for this first round, and I think it's going to show this color the most, and see if there's any adjustments we need to do. We're going to do the 4-inch grenadier, which is a beaver style bait, and then we're going to do the 5-inch Draco, which is a lizard-esque, very similar to Zoom lizards. So I think between those two shapes, we'll see kind of the strength of the color, see if we need to make any adjustments. But I think we are close. Let's see if this. Let me flip it over so you guys can see all the glittery goodness in there. So I mean, I think we've encompassed almost every color of glitter that we have there. So, James, what's up, brother? How are the open houses and real estate biz going for you, sir? One for about 387. It took me a minute, Frank, but I ended up finding a few. We'll show you. I will tell you that the Bunker Baits jar head played a role. We'll give you guys a little quick teaser here. I think I did one where you guys can show you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was all in span in the afternoon, from like 3 to 4 there, Frank. pretty good bass for later in the day. I don't know why they were where they were, but they were. Anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Good, glad, James. Glad you're busy. Let me grab the plastic here. Oh, you know who wants to come out of the house? Miller wants to come say hi. The mascot of the bunker himself. Miller just turned 2 years old a couple days ago. He's the most spoiled dog ever. But we will let him out nonetheless. Give me 1 second here. Oh, that color is looking good, folks. This is going to be a good color. Oh, boy. You want to come say hi? Come here. I know you can't see them, but come here. What's up, boy? You good? Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, be careful, bud. It's hot over here. All right, let's go ahead and get started with round one here. Then we can pick a winner for last week's perch color. He is such a good boy, Dan. Yeah, right, James. I had him out a couple times, but he didn't go at all last year. And now, I mean, he's not gun shy. He does okay around guns, but I think he just gets so dang confused. I don't get him out there enough. So, all right, folks, so let's go ahead and get ready for round one of tonight's Tilapia Magic color. We have hot plastic. We have hot injectors that have been preheating on the burner. Let's go ahead and give round one a whirl in the Grenadiers and the Draco Lizards. So here we go. Round one going down. I think you guys can see some of this. I'm going to scoot this over a little bit so you guys can maybe see more what's going on. There we go. You guys can see right there. So, all right, here we go. Round one going down. Here's the Grenadiers. First one wasn't too bad. Yeah, anytime, Julie. Come on over. Roger says Austin's watching too. What's up, Austin? Paul says he needs a friend. This house cannot sustain another dog or another animal, another kid, any of that. Uh-oh, my camera reset. Man, I hope we don't have technical issues. I thought I had all that stuff figured out tonight. So, all right, there is the Grenadiers. Here comes the Draco Lizards. There's one. Paul, I don't have the energy for one of those Malinois. Although I might lose a couple of pounds. Maybe that'll be good for me. Okay, round one, I think, looks to be a success so far. Put our stuff down here. Let the injector cool off. Try not to drip it in our ice cold beverage. Okay, we're going to have to wait just a second before we pull up the list for last week's giveaway. Holy crap, you guys, we had quite a few. I think 26 is the last I saw, 26 entries. I think, Frank, you squeaked in there at the buzzer. Oh, the A's are getting the butt kicked? Uh-oh. I have not been keeping up with baseball. I've been a bad baseball fan this spring into the summer here. Watching my son's baseball. He did pretty good the other day. In fact, I played Paul's team yesterday here in Kuna. Man, it was a warm one. Paul was jealous because I was out there sitting in the shade sipping cold water, and he had to be on the field coaching. But thank you, Paul, for what you do. It is a selfless service to coach those kids. So, again, thank you. All right. I think we are good to go there. All right, let's pick a winner from last week's color, the perch color. No, I didn't pull up the video. I don't have it. So give me just a second here. I'm going to swap over to my desktop. Oh, Instagram never went live, so sorry, Aji. All right, we're going to go over to screen share. Okay, I think you guys can see in here. Yes, you can. Okay, here's our list, 26 entries. So awesome, Frank, you squeaked in there. Let's copy all of these for last week's awesome perch color baits. Go over to our wheel of names. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups this evening. Okay, we got them all in there. Here we go. All right, shuffle like crazy, as always. I got to quit saying names ahead of time. I think the computer listens to me, and then all of a sudden it picks them. So I'm not going to say anybody while it's spinning because it has happened. So that's got to be at least like 50 plus. So here we go. One spin for the win. Who's going to win last week's perch color bait? And if you guys missed those, you got to go back and take a look. Mr. Cody Elmore. You got over there on Facebook. Thank you, Cody. Congratulations for being the winner of the perch color baits from last week. Dude, right on, man. I'll get with you and figure out where we can get those to you as soon as possible. So congrats, Cody. Good deal, man. Cody's been a fan of Bunker Baits from the beginning. One of our most dedicated pro staff guys, always trying to help spread the good word about the baits here. So congrats, Cody. Well earned, man. That is awesome. And thank you, everybody else, for playing. Don't worry. Stay tuned. Make sure you guys give us a follow. There's plenty more giveaways. I think we're pretty close in the ballpark. I mean, if it'll focus on that big glob of plastic there. There's a lot of glitter in there and a lot of green. We could probably still add a little bit more of that green pumpkin base, but I hate to add too much, and it takes away from the glitter, the shininess, the the bait, if you will. Oh, you couldn't hear me. That's weird. Okay, well, I'm back. Congrats, Cody, on winning the baits there. I assume when I went to the screen share, you guys couldn't hear me at all. That's funny. I was saying that I wasn't going to say a name when I was shuffling all the deals because it seems like when I say a name, that's who ends up winning. So I chose not to say a name this time. Cody ended up being the winner. So congrats, Cody. Man, that's weird. Getting so many bugs. Maybe it's time to upgrade computers. Any of you guys got a good used computer for sale out there? It would be good for broadcasting. All right, here we go. Round one of tonight's Tilapia Magic Color. Check out those right there. Look at all that flake. How transparent are we on the tails? Oh, very transparent. What do you guys think of those? We'll show you on this other camera. You can actually see the light going through there. Oh, I don't know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know in the comments. I think it's good. I like it. Like I said, I've never made the actual Tilapia color. Tilapia Magic, that is. That's got everything in it, almost. About the only thing we don't have in here is green flake. We probably could add a few of the green flakes and turn it into a crazy bluegill color, but man. Okay, Paul says thumbs up. Thanks, Paul. I like the Grenadiers. Those look good so far. I don't hate them. Scotty says nice. Thanks, Scott. Scotty will be over here tomorrow bagging some baits. Paul says looking good. Okay, here are the lizards. The Draco. These are a 5-inch lizard. Oh, that one popped out of the cavity there. We don't want to lose any appendages, but there is a nice 5-inch upside down lizard. Let's check out the top side right there. Man, look at those. It's going to be summertime, getting warm. This on the Carolina rig, I tell you what. Dave says, nice. Green Fork says, looks good. There's no disco flake. Frank wants more flake. Frank's got a fever, and the only cure is more flake. For you old turds that know the Saturday Night Live episode I'm talking about, Christopher Walken. All right, let's load up some molds for round two. I think our plastic's hot. Let me try not to lose finger. Let me hang these up real quick. We'll go grab the plastic. Get these lizards hung up. We got to hang these up, and they take a couple of days to cure. If you guys are first-time viewers here, asking why the heck does he hang them up there? Well, the plastic, after its chemical reaction, takes a couple of days to do its thing. and you guys nice straight, well presented baits. So we do our best to try to meet those expectations. What are my kids up to? Sound like somebody's out there plinking cans with a BB gun. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our plastic. We'll do round 2. What's up, J-Dub? Thanks, Nathaniel. Yeah, man. I like the lizards. I think they turn out pretty good. Needs more flake or needs a flake. Thanks, Frank. Them is pretty. Okay. I think our plastic is plenty hot. Let's double, triple check. Oh, yeah, we're good to go there for round 2 of tonight's Tilapia Magic Color. Oh, yeah. Right, Teresa? For any of you guys that have kids that are less than probably 15 years old, maybe even 20, Moana, the shiny crab. I'd sing for you, but I would break the microphone, so we're not going to do that. All right, here we go. Round 2 of tonight's Tilapia Magic Color. We're doing some jar heads. Can't go without jar heads. And then we're also going to do some warthogs, some of the brush hog style baits. So that's what we got going on right now for round 2. Man, I would throw these at Lowell, I think. I think they would do well. Okay, there is the jar heads. Now we've got the warthogs going. Right on, Cody. Heck yeah, man. Yes, the next TBF event coming up at Walcott, June 6th and 7th. That's going to be a good event. Yours truly will be the weighmaster for that event. Fortunately, we have an overlap with our normal weighmasters. So I'll be weighing the fish at Walcott, but that's okay. I actually enjoy doing that. Let's get these topped off real quick. Anybody else been fishing lately? Like I said, I got out for a couple hours on Monday, but man, you guys been out lately? I seen they had the web event at Brownlee last Saturday. Congrats to Carson and Chad for winning that event. Looked like pretty decent weights. 17.5 a win, which is a little bit less since the open, but I think those smallies are probably sliding into that post spawn already. Lost a little bit of their weight. I think the green ones are just getting ready to get started. So I'm excited for Wahi this weekend. Scotty wants some leeches. Okay, Scott, if we got enough plastic, we'll do some leeches. You talking about the little 3-inch guys, the little drop shot ones? We might have enough plastic to do that. Let me grab it here. We'll at least get it prepped. Yeah, the last round, I finally got a wild card picked. I was going to do some Gomers and some tunnel rats. We might have just enough plastic to do all of those. So, yeah, good job, Scotty. Scott and Jeff got the win over there at Anderson last weekend. So congratulations to you guys. They had over 15 pounds for Anderson. Ooh, we got to be careful. This is some warm stuff. Trying to make sure we have just enough plastic for the third and final round this evening. Well, that's a big crappie, Frank. I've heard of some 2-pounders coming out of there already. Man, it's nice when the crappie spawn take off up there. Really load the boat. Okay. We'll get that one going. These should be cooled off in just a second. That way we can open up the second round of tonight's Tilapia Magic Color. We see what else going on. Oh, don't forget, guys. I mentioned it earlier today, but we've got the Name the Bait contest still going. That'll run through Friday afternoon, evening. We'll decide. I don't know. Maybe I'll announce it Saturday. But I need some names for that minnow style bait. Heard some good ones so far. It's going to be tough to kind of narrow that down. So if you guys have a suggestion for that minnow style bait, go ahead and throw it on the comments. On that video, it's on IG and Book of Faces. So either one works. Boy, those are tasting good. We might have to get one of those for the episodes done this evening. Close, close, close. Oh, let's chance it. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. This is Tilapia Magic in the 4-inch warthog. It's a brush hog style bait. Oh man, look at the flake in the tails there. This one got all messed up, but I'm sure you guys can see it there. Look at all that pretty flake in the tails. What do you guys think of those? Dan says anything but what Roy Dunmore says. I think Dan and Roy are having a little feud. That's okay. We like a little bit of feuds around here. Keep things interesting. Okay, there's the first. Oh, I need to grab a tray here to put our other baits on. There we go. So the warthogs don't like to hang straight at all. So we try to lay those flat on a cookie sheet. Oh, I got to show you guys something. So I got to be a little mad scientist today a little bit here in the bunker, and got tasked with doing some open pour swim baits. I probably went above and beyond for this one, but I think I pulled off one of the coolest swim bait patterns I've ever been able to pull off for hand pour worms, and it's a rainbow trout color. I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. I'm pretty proud of this one. You know, from an artistic standpoint, it's probably one of my best pieces I've done. We'll show you guys in just a second here. All right, there is the 3.4-inch jarhead. This is one of the best jig trailers around. I promise you, this behind a half-ounce jig, doesn't matter if it's a swim jig, football head, you name it, this little bait will just flat out catch them, I promise you. I'm liking them. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the tilapia magic where it needs to be? Is there enough magic? Do we need to add more magic to the tilapia magic? I don't know. I like them as is. I think they're going to work just fine. How we mastered it the first time. But what do the people want? Okay, here we go. There is another fine example of 4 more awesome crawls. Why is this camera all fuzzy? It looks a little fuzzy. Maybe not. Maybe just when I get close. Okay, there is the jar heads. Let me get those hung up, and we will get prepped for round 3, which will probably be the last final round tonight. This one's going to take a little bit of prep work to get set up here, because the Gomer molds are so short. We have to use a separate clamp for those. So give me 1 second here. All right, we're going to do leeches. Like I said, I think we'll have enough for that, Scotty. We can do some leeches. Let me grab tunnel rats. And we need 1 more spacer here for that. Okay, clamp molds are good there. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate you guys. Okay, like I said, we got the Gomers. I need just a little tiny clamp for this guy. Got one right there. Okay, Gomer mold is cinched tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're good to go. Here we go. Round 3. Hey, Mr. Cernich. It's all good. Late, but you made it. That's all that counts. It's got to be like midnight where you're at, Joey. Joey's over there. Joey's still in the Central Time Zone. He's only an hour later than we are. But uh-oh, trigger mechanism for my torch is starting to get a little funky. Maybe we have worn our butane torch out. Trying to keep the bubbles at bay while we make some baits here. I know I said I'd show you that rainbow trout pattern. I'll do that right after I inject the 3rd and final round here. So you guys stay tuned for that trout pattern. I promise you it's more than worth it. Took me 5 different colors, 6 different colors to do this hand pour with a couple different methods, both skin pour, encapsulation pouring, as well as multi-hand pouring different colors at the same time with one in each hand. So very complex, but I am very happy with how it turned out. Okay, I think that is hot enough for what we need to do here. Oh, George Strait. Can you guys hear that, or is that too loud, like music? I think you guys can hear it. Okay, here we go. Round 3. Gomers, leeches, tunnel rats. Let's see what happens here. Yes, double fisting the pouring, Dan. It's took a long time to master, but I got pretty good at it. All right, here we go. Round 3. Okay, there's one. Oh, I'm tapping the camera. Whoops. Yeah, sorry, Joey. You weren't the winner of this one. Okay, there's the leech. Oh, we're spilling all over the place. There we go. Now the tunnel rats. Yes, we're going to have plenty of these. Nice, there we go. A little bit of plastic to spare. Look at there. Not quite enough for round 4, though. Maybe we'll do some off camera. We'll add some to the giveaway. Man, all right. So there is round 3 of tonight's tilapia magic color. Let me get these topped off real quick, and then we will show you those swim baits. The largest of these have already been sold. Those are pre-purchased. So, but I made some other ones. So here is. Let me switch cameras here. We'll do just the overhead one first. Kind of show you guys. Check out the this rainbow trout pattern. Man, the lighting's not right here for this angle. Let me try the other camera here, guys. Maybe this one will be a little bit better. To get the light right, you can see the subtle hint of the pink hues kind of running down the side here. But there was one color there, another color to get this skin pour to get those little black dots. And then you got another color up top, another color in the tail, another color in the head, and of course the belly color. So it was a grand total of 6 colors to make this 7-inch rainbow trout. I've also got some 6-inch ones. See if it'll focus right. These look way better in the light. The camera, again, does not do it justice for what it's supposed to be. But thanks, Joey. There's a little 5-inch version. Kind of a trout smolt there. Just coming into colors. But very happy with these. Pretty complex pour. It took me a long time. If you guys wonder why sometimes the swim baits have such a high price tag, just to make those 6 baits took me about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So very, very time consuming, but very rewarding. It's nice when you open that mold and you go, oh my goodness, we pulled it off. It looks pretty good. We'll have probably some better pictures of those for you here soon. I took some earlier today in the sun that look way better. I'm trying to wonder if that'll show up better maybe on my phone. If I just show you guys, like, no, it's not focusing like it needs to, but in the sunlight, they look way better. But anyway, thanks, Scotty. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Joey. There'll be some better pictures of those coming soon. All right, I think we're just about ready to open up some molds. Oh yeah, the tunnel rats are definitely cool enough. Let me grab those. Uh-oh, our compressor's kicking on. Okay, here is the tunnel rat. One of the most versatile baits that we offer. My personal favorites are drop shot in this thing or throw it on a Ned head. but it's kind of a Hellgrammite imitation. Check. Oh, there we go. We'll show you on that camera right there. There is the tunnel rat. Those are looking good. Let me get you back to the multi-screen here so you guys can see both views. Okay. Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it. There's the other tunnel rats. Check out all those little appendages coming out the side here. Man, these are pretty cool. And then if you need a decent spinnerbait trailer, these in a solid white or a white and chartreuse, phenomenal. All right, let's check out the leeches here. These are a 3-inch finesse leech. Thanks, Joey. Okay, there is 10 of these awesome little finessey leeches that are just absolutely killer on a drop shot setup. Hopefully here very soon, I know we've talked about it forever. I'm going to really try to buckle down and get this to work, but we need to do a little how-to series for you guys. How to rig some of the baits we offer, how to fish them, to set you guys up for success. I still get asked quite often. We love your baits, but how do we use them? What's the best way to rig this? What color should I use? Where? Those kind of things. So maybe we will start adding the how-tos in, maybe like a tackle tip Tuesday or something. See how this goes. I don't know. Is that something you guys would be interested in? I know some of you guys out there are pretty experienced tournament anglers, and by no means am I wanting to tell everybody how to do things. There's 1,000 ways to rig some of these baits, but for you new folks out there that are new to bass fishing specifically, would love to give some insight on kind of how to use some of this stuff and how to fish them. So here is an 8-pack of the Gomers right here. These are a little Ned style bait. They're about 3 1/4 inches long here, kind of short and fat, stubby, kind of like me, except I'm probably not too short. I'm about 6 foot, but I'm still stubby. Anyway, this on a Ned head is quite effective when the bite gets tough. The Ned setup is pretty hard to beat. So good deal, right? Okay, good deal. Sounds good, Teresa. Appreciate it. Joey says he needs a rigging class. Okay, cool. All right. Paul says thumbs up. Let's do it. I like it. Speaking of that, I think we've picked a date. I'm going to make it happen. We're going to do a live in-person Wildcatter Wednesday. I think we're going to do it block party style right here in the driveway. So stay tuned for a date on that. We may have to limit attendance. I don't want to shut down the entire neighborhood if everybody shows up, but I think it should be a good time. But more to follow on that. That's coming here very soon, early part of June-ish. So if you want to look at some Wednesdays there to give you an idea what it's going to be, but more to follow on that here real soon. What else? Other than that, got a derb Saturday over to Wahi. We'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you guys had an awesome evening. Checking out the Tilapia Magic Color. A first here in the bunker. We have not done something quite this festive in a little while, so that is quite awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We will catch you guys during the next episode, but stay tuned Friday for the youth giveaway. Usually pretty easy to enter those. For you parents out there, be looking for the best photo of your kiddos and they're holding their fishes. That'll be the clue how to enter in the giveaway Friday. So all right, folks, appreciate you again. Have a wonderful evening, and we will catch you next week on Wildcatter.